EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Gotta go.
On second down, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Well, the Atlanta Falcons, their offense takes the field again. And the story for them this year, if you had to sum it up in one word, I think you would agree, It's been injuries in 2018. This is not the year they expected to have.
And it really happened on both sides of the ball, but it happened bigger on the defensive side of the ball. Keanu Neal, their free safety. Ricardo Allen, their strong safety.
He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 47 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Gotta go.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Jack Crawford continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
18. Gotta go.
Now Trubisky. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Gotta go.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this 1st quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time.
Mark it.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. He's to the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Gotta go.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line.
Hey, South! Hey, South!
Here's Ryan to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ryan on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7th. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 38 yards, and the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
18.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Floyd coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Hurry!
They pitch out to Howard. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Off the toss, Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He's going to get it running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They come out here in the eye. Now it's Trubisky, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson from 4 yards out And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. A little track jump. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Gun!
They'll try and throw for it here. Jones breaking from the contact. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eddie Goldman able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Hey, South! Hey, express!
On 1st down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, let's go! 12!
On 2nd down, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Gabriel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Gotta go. Red, up. Blue.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now it's Trubisky. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the toss play, Howard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have broken the tie. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, little 360. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab the nugget when I can.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now Trubisky on first down. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears have broken the tie. Parkey with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Ryan, eluding the pressure right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, 34 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Gotta go.
This is Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Gotta go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers.
Gotta go.
How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. This is Howard on the toss right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They go with Howard again. Howard has the first down and then some. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have broken the tie. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a nice spin. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ryan, flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 54 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This is fielded at the goal line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. And his kick is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. They've got
his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done.
Didn't finish it off. You're exactly right.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 18.
Now it's Trubisky. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there of 22. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Adam Shaheen, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Mayfield on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Leopard! Leopard!
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
2nd down, Mayfield. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, an 18-yard touchdown Brown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
18. Gotta go.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Myles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He can't get him down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Well, thinking about what the Cleveland Browns have been able to do this year, I guess not many places, not many franchises, if you're fighting around 500, would you be saying, hey, this is a giant leap forward, but this is a giant leap forward this year for Cleveland.
After years and years and years of false starts, it is a huge leap forward. And not only are they on the right track now, because they've got coaching, working with administration, with the players playing well, they're not only taking a big step forward, they're still in the playoff hunt. Think about that for the Cleveland Browns in 2018.
After the last 3 years winning a combined 4 football games.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And the first play will be a field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 67 yards. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Trubisky will throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
You see it?
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
18. Lock in. Gotta go.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Joe Schobert coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Flush to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Drops it off for Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Come on. Red, up. Lock in.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Third and long for Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it, too.
Being chased out left. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Brashad Perriman, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now he's going the other way. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Blue. Lock in. We got, you see it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They've got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Blue. Hey, gotta go.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Green 39.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the... So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Detroit! Detroit!
2nd down, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here's Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.